We're just going to talk about the Sirius in the BMW in my car with BMW navigation, how Sirius work. I finally found the manual for the Sirius. The manual booklet is right here that came with the Sirius Receiver, and also have read through the the very thick manual for the monitor and navigation features. The way it works right now, my radio is on AM/FM. I think we could go to info to see, and Hot 97 is playing. And I guess from here I could control the nav volume as well. I could also go back to the nav screen. That's my nav screen. So I'm gonna just go to my Sirius real quick and just talk about the features. That's my CD, and that is my Sirius. It connects pretty quick to the last channel you have, and just stay on there. Let's get some info. So that's the Sirius screen, as you see there. The way it works, you could scroll through the channels using the arrows there to get your stations. The sound is really good. It's integrated with everything, with the monitor and stuff. The receiver in the trunk is fully integrated, so you have full control with these buttons here to go through the different channels. I can also use the steering wheel buttons to go through the presets. It'll just be the presets. As you see, P1, P2, and so forth. If you hold down the button on the steering wheel, it'll put it into scan. So it'll scan through until you stop holding it. Biggest disappointments with this, it only allows for 6 presets. I wasn't sure at first, but I read it in the manual, and the manual doesn't really say much for the features when it comes to navigation, but it does clearly state there's only 6 presets allowed for the navigation monitor Sirius controls. It only gives you 6 presets. The CD53, I did a previous review on the CD53 I had in my car before I retrofitted this monitor, allowed for 18 presets, just like the AM/FM radio generally does. It allows 1 through 6, and you have 3. Go back to see my info. And how that's satellite, I guess it just say SAT. It'd be SAT 1, 2, and 3, with each SAT having 6 presets. So 6 times 3 gave you 18 presets. And I kind of got accustomed to that in the car, because I had Sirius and the CD53 for about a year, almost a year now actually. Until I retrofitted this. So I kind of got used to just having my presets and being able to control my presets sort of that way. But this only gives you 6, which kind of sucks, because it's 148 Sirius channels, actually more than 140, about that amount, and you only get 6 out of the 100 and so channels to preset to your car. That said, it does give you this feature of categories. The CD53 doesn't do that, but this allows you to go through all the categories to select what you like. So I have my rock, my dance electronica, and so forth. It gives you all the features, hip hop, country, and it just way more. So I guess we'll select talk news, and we have all talk news stations there. And then we go back to category using this click wheel right here. Pop, dance. Let's go to dance electronica, and I like chill. I'm gonna select chill. Just gonna turn my engine off. And it takes a while to get the screen, to get the song info. So as you can see there, Fever Ray, When I Grow Up. Another disappointment I have with the Sirius, it only allows up to 16 texts up to 16 characters in the title and artist, and it doesn't scroll. The CD53 had a scroll feature, but you'd have to hit it every time. Hit I think it was info. You have to hit info every time to scroll through a new song, and I didn't really kind of like that. But here you don't even have the option to scroll a full title. You only have basically what you see there is what you get, kind of. So, and that's pretty much it. I could go back to my channels. I could also browse all the channels on this. And that's it. There's really not much else to say about it. Again, I like the BMW integrated Sirius. I have no complaints about it. I've been using it for about a year in my 2001 330i. And I just retrofitted this monitor to the car. Expecting the Sirius to be a little high functioning than it is. I mean, Sirius by itself is a good package. You know, gives you everything you possibly could want to hear on the planet in terms of music selection. And this I also have aux in and AM FM for the radio, and I have CD. And I also have iPod. I ordered Inter V2 kit that still hasn't come in yet, and that's going to give me even more options for in-car entertainment. But again, Sirius, I'm kind of warm on the Sirius. It could be so much better if they provided just the ability to see the full title. I really don't care, but I guess for what you pay for these components for the car, I mean, it costs so much money. You would think it should be a little better. It should be much better, actually. But it's good for what you get, and considering this is like sort of almost 10-year-old technology for a Sirius navigation all-in-one package. It's almost 10 years old. This technology has been in these cars, so it's still a lot. You know, it's still good for the age of everything. But for what you pay, you could just get a little bit more. I don't know. Maybe there's a hack out there or a tweak where you could just allow this to scroll the full more than 16 characters. The selection knob goes over, actually. You could push it, but it doesn't do anything. It sort of flashes there, but it doesn't really do anything. And maybe if it selected, I guess, a feature that scrolls whatever's in that sort of a rectangle, it'd be kind of cool, but it doesn't do that. You could also do split screen with the navigation when you go to set, and I'm going to select split screen, and let's go menu. I'm going to select my GPS, and I'm going to last destination, retrieve address. I'm going to select where I want to go, and let's destination guide.
In 200 yards, turn left.
So you have a split screen with the map and the instructions there.
In 200 yards, turn left.
And let's go back to mode. Mode, and Sirius. So I have my Sirius playing, and it gives the information in this side, and on this side I have my navigation instruction. So say I'm driving and my music is playing.
In 200 yards, turn left.
That's basically, it just doesn't pause anything, but it just sort of speaks softly under the music, so you hear both things. I'll do it again.
In 200 yards, turn left.
So I kind of like that feature. I kind of like that feature that sort of lets you have everything in one screen, but you could split it, so it's well managed, actually. No complaints there. And that's the end of my review for Sirius on the BMW E46.